levels of intelligence, which doesn't necessarily translate to smart decisions. I'm not sure that I understand what she was doing when she was applauding her dog kind of attacking this bird's nest, but there we are,
I
you
know.
know?
What do you make of your friend Bronwyn now coming out saying that she does Ozempic? I'm on Ozempic now.
I don't know why my friend Bronwyn needs Ozempic. My friend Bronwyn, I connected her a year ago to my person, Miss
Oh,
Braun. But no, I don't think that's where she got it. She was in the Hamptons and she said, "How are you doing it?" And I said, "Let me connect you to my girl." But I don't think anything went from that. And then the laws changed and the rules of like if you're in a certain state, you have to be licensed in the other state. So my girl could only do, I think, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Florida. So she couldn't do Bronwyn in Tennessee, so it wasn't through my girl. But I said it then and I'll say it now. I don't know. I mean, more power to you, because I mean she's a friend of mine, but I don't think she needed it. She's thin. I wish I was as thin as Bronwyn.
well, I'm wondering, Bronwyn has talked about her alcohol addiction and she's sober now, I believe. But one of the aspects of Ozempic that they're really studying, and this is a part where I actually am for it, is
Mm.
they say that for addicts, it even quiets that noise for a drink. So I'm wondering, it doesn't say this in the Us Weekly article that I read, but she does say they ask her, "Why are you on Ozempic?" And she says, "I needed help. I got help. I started the shot." I wonder if it was to experiment, will this turn off the alcohol noise? Maybe it was sheerly for vanity, because to your point, she looks amazing. I don't know why she'd need Ozempic either, but I don't know. I just that came to mind with Bronwyn, someone that struggled with addiction. I wonder if it was maybe to
Interesting.
try that.
You know what? Also, it says it helps. You see that new thing with like, now you might be waking up now. You might be getting some shots tomorrow, girl. Apparently, do you see that thing about all those Ozempic babies?
Yes, I get sent this all the time, but guys, the
Okay.
reason it's not
Okay.
anything the shot has, it's because people are losing weight. If you're obese, if you're 80 pounds overweight, suddenly you've lost 50 pounds, your body can function more, produce better eggs, higher egg quality. That's why people are getting pregnant. I love people, but I don't think they read the article. There's no miracle in the shot. It's about the weight loss. It's very hard to get pregnant, stay pregnant if you are obese. It happens, just harder. That's why. But I
Okay.
hate people sending it.
Before we get to more things you want to talk about, I'm very curious what's on your hit list. I find, there's a lot of chat that Mr. Cook, Mr. Loverboy, he has a company, Loverboy. Mr. Loverboy is out there telling people, I'm celebrating tonight because I know my divorce is coming soon. Look, we've heard for years. First of all, let me just say, last season of Southern Charm, I thought was the best season so far. I think this was a great season of Summer House. Guys, if there's less housewives, it's fine. We have so much other things we could talk about more regularly. But we've heard for years Kyle and Amanda are just not meant to be. And apparently Kyle's now out there saying, you know, it's gonna come to an end with the old ball and chain soon, or whatever he was saying. I'm not saying that she's a ball and chain. I'm saying that's what, the people are saying, that he's like a good old boy out there just smoking the cigars and ready to go hog wild with the ladies. What do you think?
Summer House and Winter House are not my favorites. Okay. So I
Winter House don't
follow,
exist no more. It was canceled, babes.
there you go. All right. I'm the least interested in those franchises.
Okay.
So I follow here and there. I had never heard, I guess I had heard rumors that their relationship was on the rocks and people felt like it was a little toxic, but I didn't realize that it was to the point that he's out saying that he's celebrating his divorce. And there's a lot of Summer House gossip because there's more rumors too that Lindsay is 100% pregnant. You and I talked about that. Wouldn't
Okay.
shock me if she is. Most people don't even announce till after 20 weeks. I'm sure she has a ways to go. Your first pregnancy too, you don't even really show till like 20 weeks. So that wouldn't shock me. So this was fascinating to me. Do you think there's truth to this, that Kyle, that they could be over?
I mean, look, I also did say that I thought Carla and Lindsay were gonna last way longer than Amanda and Kyle. So add that to the, list of things I'm wrong about. Um, which I mean, it happens. Look, do I think Kyle's out saying this to people? I don't. Do I think it's like Kyle and Mauricio? When I heard about the Didlin and I heard about the Dadlin and I heard about all different types of people, all different backgrounds, all different genders, that Mo is diddles and he daddles. And then this happens, and Kyle has herself a lesbian lover in the form of Morgan Wade, and they are just in love. I was not shocked. I don't know if Kyle and Amanda are going to end today, but in my opinion, do I think they are the next Lisa Vanderpump and Ken Todd of the Bravo world? No, I think they are definitely going to end at some point. I don't even mean next year or the year after. I mean, in the next 40 years that they're alive, because Kyle's 40 something. In the next 40 years, I don't think this is going to end well. I just don't. I don't even think it's any one major thing. I just think there's too much there that it just isn't going to end eventually well. And we said that about Dorit and PK for years,
Didn't
although
they say this about Heidi and Spencer?
they did. They did.
But you never know.
They
You
did.
never know.
You never know.
I like these summer house rumors that are coming out. I
You
really do.
never know. They did say this about Spidey, and they ain't going nowhere, those two.
Thick as thieves. They've two beautiful boys. I love following. He's so entertaining to me. And again, he was a person I never really cared to follow the entire time he was on the show. And now I look forward to his TikToks. I find him so
Who's
entertaining.
Spidey? Spencer?
And she's too. They're kind of in on the joke. I
Yeah.
love them. I think they're in on the joke. I think, he did a whole series kind of exposing Hollywood and David Foster when they had that original show, because Spencer was really on the cusp of some reality shows out here long before The Hills. And
Yeah.
I love him. I just think he's humbled, and I hope his crystal business is doing well. I kind of have a personal theory that crystals are on the out, but
Ooh.
I don't have
When I moved into
anything
my
to back that.
apartment in
Yeah.
LA,
Yeah.
the building, it's one of those buildings where you get like a
Ah!
gift. Well, apparently
crystal.
apparently the time, like when the building was like before me, they were giving out these gorgeous blankets. Apparently the blankets were so much money, and then all the apartments started getting rented. They're like, we got to cut back. So I never got a blanket. I didn't know about the blanket until a year after I lived there. We got a crystal with a building name on it. I put it in my drawer for good luck, but I'm like, honey, you're in LA now, girl. Welcome to LA, Davy girl. Because I'm like, not to be stereotypical or anything, but like a crystal, really? Really?
It's totally California, isn't it? Here,
Yes, of
I mean,
course.